YouTube Rob here, bringing you another episode of Detroit Tigers Franchise Mode here in MLB The Show 18. This will be episode 103, as you can see by the title and the thumbnail. In this one, we are going to review the second month of the season in May. And we went, I believe it was 20-something and 6 in April, so we're going to see how we did. We are 45 and 16. We started off the month sweeping division rivals, the Kansas City Royals. We took 2 of 3 from the Texas Rangers, who are just above 500 now. We took 2 or 3 from Seattle. We played one of those games, I think. Then we swept Cleveland. We played this game last episode, the 9-1 victory over Seattle. We took that 4-game set. We won 2 of 3 from the Minnesota Twins. So we're doing good in division play and just in general. And we lost 2 of 3 against the White Sox, dropped 2 of 3 against the Angels. I don't think we've been swept this season. Yeah, no, we haven't. Okay, so that record's still intact. We split the 4-game set against the Angels, and we dropped the final series of the month to the Blue Jays. But again, the common theme, I pointed out this in the April review a few episodes back, that our offense has been on a roll. You can see 14-2, 7-3, 7-1. Even in a losing effort, we still score a lot of runs. The final game of the month was a close one, 5-4. We're going to check how everyone is doing right now. So Colby Rasmus still in the starting lineup over David Dahl, batting .322, 4 home runs, 13 RBIs, and 90 at-bats. Dixon Machado, average-wise, not doing the best, but fielding-wise, he's been A1, which we'll see some more later. 4 home runs, 26 RBIs. Miggy being Miggy, 323, 8 home runs. Cespedes, his average has gone up, I believe, a little bit. 265, 8 home runs. And 269 for Aaron Judge, 12 home runs, leading the team in home runs, I believe. No, actually, Rizzo is. So 269 for Judge. 341 for Rizzo, 18 home runs, 54 RBIs, 341. Peter O'Brien, 302, 14 and 39. Stephen Piscotty, 295, 5 and 24. Iglesias rounding out the lineup, 288, 3 and 24. So the bench, Derek Hill, batting .235. He's still going up in some attributes, so that's a plus. No pun intended there. David Dahl struggling, 243, 5 home runs. Batista and Scott Carrera just kind of there. Carrera's doing pretty good off the bench. So rotation-wise, we are going to check Julio Teheran, 6-4, 3.22 ERA. David Price, a solid 3 ERA, 9-3, 8-1. So Verlander did finally get his first loss. Let's actually check when that happened. Okay, so that was May 23rd, that 11-8 loss against Chicago. So let's continue on. So just because of that, he's been struggling, I guess. Okay, it's a little weird. 438, 4-5 for Robert Stevenson. He's still slumping a little bit. DeGrom, 7-2, 479 as the area is going down. He's starting to heat up a bit now after last episode. Rizal Iglesias, 423, 31 strikeouts. Dominic Leone lights out in the bullpen too, 162, 181, and a sub-1 ERA for Mike Sechrist. Darren O'Day, a solid 3, so that's good. Kevin Sechrist and Zegrist. Kevin's doing well, 263, and Kelvin Herrera, 185. GM goals were good. Let's check out awards next. Rizzo is in first for AL MVP. That's not much of a surprise. He's up there by a wide margin, pretty much. Bryce Harper there in the National League, rather. Justin Verlander is in first. David Price in second for AL Cy Young. Rizzo for the batting title. Alright, reliever of the year, Calvin Herrera was first up until, I guess, a couple in-game weeks ago. No rookie of the year. Then you have the Hank Aaron Award, Peter O'Brien, and Anthony Rizzo are first and second. Quickly scroll through the rest of these. Dixon Machado could possibly win the Gold Glove at second base in his rookie season, so that'd be pretty cool. He's made one error so far. He was flawless up until, again, we simulated a few games, and we played a couple here and there between last episode and this one. I keep forgetting Chris Bryant's on the Brewers in this. That happened a really long time ago. But go through the rest of these if you guys want to pause and check that out. Okay. That's pretty much things there. Anyone on disabled list? Yes, we have Kyle Ryan on the bench for a week or two with an inflamed hip. Javier Betancourt, torn finger ligament. How is he doing this season? He's batting .280, so that's kind of not good for minor leagues there. Johnny Zambrano, torn finger ligament as well. I don't know what's going on there in Tigers minor league action. Everyone's tearing their finger. Torn calf for Craig Taylor, out 1 to 2 months. Top prospects, Raul Mondesi's moved up to number 4. So we can see, let's see how he's doing in AAA. We can look later. Anyone else? Matthew Gill still there. Alrighty. He's going up a bit as well. Okay. So let's look at league leaders and then we'll wrap things up. So we saw that before. Anthony Rizzo leading the league in average hits. He is second right behind Jay Bruce, who's on the Yankees. It's a little weird. Didn't remember that. Cabrera's 5th in that category. No one in the top 13 there. Doubles, Rizzo has 18. They have Cabrera little ways down the list with 14. Cespedes is tied for first with 4 triples. Rizzo again second in home runs, first in RBI, so it could possibly be a triple crown season for Anthony Rizzo. That'd be one way to go out if we do lose him to free agency, which we've mentioned a few episodes back. So runs, he's leading in that. No one there. Base on balls, Rizzo as well. Peter O'Brien and Rizzo are there. Yeah, we'll go through this quickly. Price and Verlander are first and second with wins. DeGrom tied for 8th with losses with 2. Calvin Herrera leads everyone in saves. And we'll just click past these. Alright, so let's check scouting. We've done a lot off screen. These are currently who the scouts are looking at. We need to give central and international ones someone to look at. So, Paul Manzo, center fielder. Okay, so he's not panning out as we were expecting. Sammy Polito, also not someone that's looking as good as they seemed before. So we need to give Thomas someone to look at. So we'll go with central pitcher. Let's go with Heath Borowski. Could be ready in a season or two. He'll be 26 by then. We'll have him look at the kid anyway. So then international. Ooh, I see some 80s there with contact for Nino Pinto from Venezuela. So we'll have Mr. Early look at him. And we're going to wrap up here in a second. We are 2 days away from first year player draft. I believe it's this on the 2nd. So we'll check the standings and then we'll wrap up this episode. So we're in first in the American League Central, 45-16. We are running away with this division. It's not much of a surprise. The A's have a close race there. They're at first, or in first by half a game over the Mariners. And then you have the Rangers and Angels within 5.5 games. There's the wild card. That's going to be a tight race. Anybody goes on a halfway decent winning streak, they could easily jump into one of those first two spots. Marlins. Okay, the NL East is a tight race too. So again, anybody there. NL Central is mostly just Reds, Pirates, pretty much everyone but the Brewers. Oh, did not want to do that. Okay. Let's go back here. So NL West, same thing. Kind of close within 6 games. Dodgers are there currently, and very tight wild card race as well. And that is pretty much going to be it for this episode of Tigers Franchise Mode. If you guys enjoyed this episode, be sure to leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. And we'll see everybody in the first year player draft next episode. And before that, we'll see you guys in the next video in general. Hope you guys have a great day.